What do you do when the version of you today no longer fits the world you were living in on yesterday? Just think about that for a moment. Who I am today, I show up in the same place, I'm around the same people, working the same job, in the same relationship, but for some reason, the evolution of who I have become no longer fits with the world I was living in yesterday. Can anybody understand that? Or can you relate to that? That was the reality of who I was at a particular point in my life. As I began to seek God on, purpose and direction, and him challenging me to come closer to him, and by letting go of some of the things from my yesterday, I found myself at a place on that journey where yesterday just no longer fit. I'd outgrown relationships. I'd outgrown connections. I'd outgrown jobs and previous experiences that at one point seemed to be fulfilling. But God helped me with this revelation. He said, you will not ever find me in yesterday's glory. You'll miss out on the blessing of manna today if you're trying to hold on to the bread I provided yesterday. He said, there's a reason why when the children of Israel were being fed manna by me, I only allowed a daily supply. And then once they got to the new day, what was there yesterday was no longer fit to eat. He's like, too many of my people have the tendency to try to recreate a previous glory of who I was instead of embracing and following me into the glory of today. And he said, that's why I have called my people from faith to faith and from glory to glory. Because if you want to know who I am as God, praise me for yesterday, yes, but look for me and find me in today and expect me to show up in your tomorrow. So I just came to share that with you real quick. If you are really trying to become the best version of who you are to be, you won't find your identity or any clues in your yesterday. No, yesterday was to get you ready for today, and today is preparing you for tomorrow. So learn each lesson, embrace each moment, but follow after God and watch where he leads you. The Bible tells us, Paul, when he got this revelation, he said, forgetting those things which are behind, I now press toward the mark of the prize of the high calling of God through Christ Jesus. Literally meaning as I press into my today and tomorrow, in order to do that effectively, I've got to let go of yesterday. So I just came to remind you guys, yesterday was wonderful for what it was. Today is a blessing in and of itself. But allow God to grow you, move you at his pace, and don't let the version of who you are now or who you are to become to be stagnated by trying to reinvent who you were yesterday. All right, that's a word for you. Hope that's a blessing to you. If so, and you want to receive these types of inspirational moments with me, go ahead, subscribe to this channel. Like and comment below if something stood out to you and that was an impression upon you on your journey. And I will be glad to come back and share with you the next time God deposits something into me for you. All right, take care. You have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you next time.